Hi, my name's Shannon, and I would like to consider myself a person that's very well rounded and versatile. I have a lot of interests and hobbies and skills that have made me into a person with that can do a lot. I've seen someone doing something and thought it looked cool, and so I got on Google and saw how to do it and have started doing things. I remember when I was 2 or 3 years old, going on fishing and hunting trips with my dad. I've got pictures of me when I was 5 years old shooting a gun with my dad, and the outdoors was has always been a big part of my life. And I have a bow. This is my bow, and I've recently started getting into archery hunting, and it's becoming a little bit of an obsession with mine. And the outdoors is just something that I just want to be around all of the time. I just love being outside, and I love looking at nature and getting out in the with peace and quiet and seeing all the beautiful things that nature has to offer. I pro staff for like Mossy Oak and Huntress Wear, where I'm just trying to get more women involved with the outdoors. Hunting and fishing is typically considered a male-dominated sport, and so I really want to encourage women to pick up a pole or go to an archery shop and try and learn more about these things so they can get out there and do it too because it's a lot of fun. Um, Another thing that shows a lot about me is these little squares here. And basically, a couple months ago, I was crocheting a hat, and I thought to myself, how could I use this talent of mine, this skill, to make a difference, like to help people? And so I put out a notice on Facebook and said, hey, if you know someone who knits or crochets, have them make a square that's 12 by 12 inches and send it to me. And when I get enough, I'll make them into blankets for the homeless. And it's turned out bigger than I thought. It's called Care Squared. And I've gotten squares from Florida, Minnesota, Texas, California, everywhere. And people are sending me these squares. And when I get enough, I'm sewing them all together and making blankets and giving them to homeless shelters and homeless people. And this says a lot about me because I'm a person who's always wanted to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. I care a lot about people, and I see a lot of selfish people and anger in the world, and people just don't seem to really be able to show that they really want to help people. And so this is a way for me to be able to care and help other people from home. I stay at home with my son and I go to school, and so I'm still able to do a whole lot from my house because these blankets are making a big difference in people. Um, Another thing that represents me, especially my future, is this dog right here. And she's a bloodhound, and her name is Harley. And first bloodhounds are one of my favorite breeds. A lot of people don't like them because they slobber, but I think that the slobber makes them special. I have recently begun fostering bloodhounds and letting them into my home, and so they can stay here before they find their forever home. And the reason why Harley represents me, especially my future, is because Harley is a part of my family. And my family is my dogs, my son, the people closest to me. And everything that I do now is for my family. And everything that I want to do is for my family. And I want to be the best that I can be for them. And especially with these foster dogs, they're going into rescues and they need a place to stay before they can find a nice home. And so I'm welcoming them into my family to let them know that they can be loved and cared about before they find someone to do it for them. So these are just some things about me that show a lot about who I am. I have a lot more interests and skills, but these are just some of them that really show a lot about me. I love the outdoors. I'm a caring person. I really, really care about people, and I love my family, and this is just who I am, and it's what makes me special.